What's up, guys? So I'm sitting here working on a project, like literally working on a project, and this thought just came into my mind and it was just lingering. So I figured I'm gonna talk about this for a little bit. Now in a second, I'm getting ready to head out here because I have to get some more accessories for my window plants here. I need new plates underneath, and one needs a new support beam situation because it's getting kind of crazy. But this topic was lingering inside my mind, right? So I was just like, why not just talk to the people about it? And I'm sure a lot of y'all was probably thinking this too, so we're gonna get into it. Now I'm sure y'all heard of this person, right? Young lady, relatively new to the YouTube space. Been on the platform for maybe 6 months or so. Not quite sure about that, but she goes by the name of one Montana Showalter. Now personally, I found this young lady, I wanna say about 2 months ago. I was just browsing through YouTube, and at that time, YouTube suggests certain people to me, and at that time, I'll either follow them or I won't. I ended up following her, and I wasn't watching every single video at the time, but as it kept popping up on my homepage, I was just like, oh yeah, I remember her. So I'd go to the channel, and mind you, this is about a month later, and I'd just be like, what just happened? And I was just like, this young lady is doing the work. And I was just like, man, this is what I'm talking about. And ever since then, I've just been kind of like an avid watcher, avid viewer. Not that the content relates to me deeply, but I like seeing people's experiences. I like watching how people experience Germany from the same kind of mind that I had when I was brand new in my experience to Germany. And it's refreshing to see. Oh boy, back in the car. Y'all know how I feel about car vlogs, right? I absolutely love how when I walk out of the house, the weather's semi-decent sometimes, but as I get driving, it just gets worse and worse. How's that always happen to me? So hopefully nobody takes this video as me trying to get in on her shine or trying to step on anything that she got going on. Y'all need to know something. I'm not a hater in any capacity. Like, I congratulate. When I first started this thing, I just started reaching out to everybody because I just wanted to build the community, because that's what I think it's about. I think it's about building the community, like making the community as big and as great as it can be. And it's gonna take like all of us. I know some people like to go solo on a lot of things, and that's fine. I'm not knocking. I'm just saying, in order to build this community, I feel like a certain togetherness is necessary. Having said that, this young lady, Montana Showalter, I believe what she's bringing to this community is so necessary. This is necessary to grow as creatives. This American in Germany, this whole American in Germany thing, it's so necessary for people like her to be doing what they're doing. Like, I love seeing new people come into this thing and just like add a new piece to it, and like constantly putting the pieces of the puzzle together. All of us bring something refreshing and something cool, something new to this Americans in Germany community, and she's no different. She's brought something fresh and new. And for the record, this did come up in a live stream. I hope y'all can hear me with the rain. But this did come up in one of my live streams. Somebody asked me who I was mainly watching as of late, and that's who I said I was watching, because she's really new and her content was just like refreshing to see. Her channel and her content is just like her. She's not worried about trending topics or anything like that. She's not worried about exciting thumbnails or, you know, trying to follow what's going on or anything like that. Her channel is just her. It's just what she's feeling, the experiences she's going through, any, you know, holiday moments or friends or things like that that might be in her life at the time. It's just refreshing and new. And that's so necessary nowadays with what this Americans in Germany community is now. I'm a fan of many other creators that's from America and YouTubing in Germany. I'm a fan of many others. There are a lot of them that are just like me. And what I mean by like me is they do a little extra on this YouTube thing. We don't really mean to do as much as we do, but it's just the way our juices flow, and it's the way our creativity comes out. Like, who can I think of? Like Andrew Smith. I love that guy. I for damn sure keep up with his stuff. Even Nalf is another one of my favorites. He does a little bit more when it comes to this YouTube thing. So to expand on what I mean by that, I feel like 90% of the American and Germany YouTubers are masters at just sitting and vlogging, sitting against the wall or sitting somewhere and just vlogging. There's nothing wrong with it. They've mastered it. They are good at it. It's what's got them to the successes that they've had thus far. But I'm not that good at that. I'm not that good at just sitting up against the wall and just talking the whole time. I'm just not good at that, okay? The way my creativity comes out is what you see, is what you see in these videos. So what's the point I'm making? Well, the point I'm making is that everybody does something different and everybody brings something different to this kind of space that we have, which brings me directly back to Miss Showalter. What she's bringing is a clean, unaltered, uninhibited look of what it looks like for an American to be brand new to Germany, experiencing everything brand new for the first time. She's doing it with her friends. She's mad young. I don't even know if there's another person doing this thing that's as young as her, American in Germany, that is. But we're seeing all of this through her eyes, and it's all refreshing and brand new, and that's what I'm saying is necessary in this community. Just since I happened to see this, for the first time in 3 years of being in this place, I thought I was gonna need something like that. Because this year, when they harvested the field, the mice were going crazy and they were getting kind of close to the house. And we can't have that. Here we go. So I need a plate like that, but just not as big, smaller. One that preferably goes under like this size or something like that. And there they are. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna use the plates. I'm gonna lay these in the bottom of it. I'm gonna keep water in the plate because the two plants that I just got need a lot of humidity. So it's gonna keep the pot lifted up out of the water, but still have the water that's evaporating create kind of the humidity in the area where the plant is. So that's what I'm doing with these. And honestly speaking for myself, I love seeing how happy she always is. She's always smiling, always laughing. There's always joy going on in her videos. They're just always filled with cheer and happiness. And it's just so good to see. It's also awesome to see her oftentimes include her friends in her videos, and they just have such a good time together. Because all they're doing basically is hanging out. She just happened to be recording it. They're all high-spirited, and they look like really good kids.
Okay. Bitte schön.
So her having her youth going for her, she's teaching young people in the States certain things. That young people is out here doing stuff. She's female. She's teaching young girls, other young females, that females are out here doing stuff, right? And something that I personally admire, which actually makes me feel kind of shitty, is she oftentimes does full videos in German.
Don't know what we have to do, but someone's gotta change. That makes two of us. That makes two of us. If it never opened up my heart, if it never opened up my door, yeah.
Now I'm sure her school's probably given her some huge advantages, like, you know, that structured learning of the language and all that stuff, but the point still stands.
If it never,
can't really wait for those to get going because each of those has almost 10 flowers that are ready to bloom. And if anybody knows anything about gardenias, they have some really pretty and pleasant smelling flowers. But anyway, I don't want to drag this on. I just wanted to make that quick point and make sure that people like her, and don't get me wrong, there are a lot of new people that are now showing up in this American and Germany community. Props to all of these guys. Like, there's a bunch of new football players coming. Many people are just now starting to recognize how good Germany is, just like I made the Why Germany is Becoming Popular videos. But to the young lady, Montana Showalter, she's doing great things. If you see this video, keep doing what you're doing. You are an inspiration to a lot of people. Many young people are watching you do what you do, and whether you know it or not, you're inspiring them to do more things. There are a lot of kids that don't get the chance to do what you're doing, whether it be because nobody tells them they can, nobody helps them, nobody gives them the knowledge or the motivation to do so, or it be because of other reasons like financial or something like that. Regardless of any of that, continue to be that inspiration. And I know a lot of y'all watching this feel the same way. So, I don't want to drag this on. This is just thoughts that was on my mind today while I was sitting here working, and I just thought I'd talk about it. I had watched a couple of her videos earlier this morning, and just while I was sitting here working on this project, it was just like lingering on my mind. So that's it. Just something that I thought I'd talk about. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.
If I never